Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sports, episode 3 of our lovely American English podcast. Today, we're looking at the NFL Draft 2020 and our thoughts overall. Did it work virtually? Did everyone have a good draft? I know some people did. And also our predictions for the 2020 season, when and if that happens. So a big welcome to Mr. Irfan Chowdhury. How are you today, sir?
I'm all right.
Big thumbs up. And to Mr. Matt Coop, how are you today?
Forget my name for a second there, son. Yeah, all good. All good. Glad to be here.
I totally mixed up. I was going to say something else. I was like, that's not Matt's name. Anyway, right. First question of today is, did we actually like the 2020 draft? Did it work? It needed to happen somehow. And they got it to work somehow with a lot of backroom staff probably going on there. But did you think it was all right, Child? What do you reckon?
It was like Monday night football, really. Without the football, that was it. It wasn't really anything special. I didn't feel like it was draft night.
Yeah.
Half the players looked miserable. Like you see Chase Young, he gets drafted second to Washington.
Yeah.
And he's there, sour face and everything.
Yeah, I think
Chase Young looked pissed. Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, Matt, what do you reckon about it? Did it work?
I quite enjoyed it. I thought it wasn't the glitz and glam that it should have been in Vegas. You know, over the waters of the Bellagio with the fountains, and it should have been a proper American event. As it was a very different, very studio feel. But I quite like it. It was interesting seeing the camps and the homes of the GMs. You know, seeing Cliff Kingsbury in his ridiculous mansion.
Lovely.
Not entirely sure what he's done to earn that, though. To be fair, what's he done?
Yeah,
college for a little bit, and he's in charge of the worst team in the NFL.
There you go.
Excellent.
Get that money going.
And seeing Belichick draft with his dog was superb. It was just genius.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it had to happen, didn't it? So they had to get it going. You know, there was massive delays. Especially with Chow saying Chase Young's example, he did not look happy, and we didn't know if that was because he'd been picked by not a great team or because of the delays and he didn't know what was going on yet.
But, Washington, seriously? What are you on about?
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy going there. But, I think at the end of the day, it had to happen. And that's probably how the NBA draft's going to look like. They're just going to totally go in that formula as well. Because it's something that's got to happen. And it worked behind closed doors. The draft has happened. Everyone's made their picks. So, there's not much else that, they couldn't do the whole glitz and glam event because of the current situation in the world. But I think
it worked. They're talking about doing it, obviously next year when all this has settled down. I saw some suggestion that, do day 1 and 2 as it would be on stage and all that, but then do day 3 virtual.
Yeah.
Do that instead, because it kind of works. Because day 3 is a bit of a. I watched day 3 last year, and it's all a bit of non-events. So
even
people in the studio making stuff up.
I saw pictures of the commish lounging about in a t-shirt, like just holding on. He's done by it. He don't want to be doing it. So
he had cards upside down and everything, didn't he? He was just didn't care.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's not. No one's really watching them days, are they? No one's getting excited for that 200th pick.
No, they should.
Yeah, we should.
Funnily enough, half the Hall of Fame comes from day 3.
They true. Look at Tom Brady.
When you get drafted, is no indication of how you're going to perform.
No,
at all.
Definitely not. Shay Sharp, he was quite low as well. Any child was he bottom of the first round?
He was 7th. He was 7th round.
Who am I thinking of?
AB was 6, or was he 7?
Oh, he was late. Yeah, 7th round, I think.
We're talking about that boy. Bit of a disgrace. Right, moving on then. Who do you think had the best steal of the draft? And who do you think just picked the best person they could have done in reality? Matt, who are we saying?
So, steal. I've got a couple that I could go through here. Like, I think personally, Miami landing the best quarterback in the draft in 5 is a steal. I think he'll proven to be a steal going forward, and Bengals will be kicking themselves. A couple of things you could look at: Cowboys arguably getting the best wide receiver down at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing as well, but probably the biggest steal, I think, at the moment, based on the tape I watched beforehand and so forth, was Giants getting Xavier McKinney in a second. He should have gone first round by far.
I didn't expect that to
landed that.
happen. I thought that he would be gone first round as well. And when we picked him, I was very excited, much more excited than our first pick. Wow.
Turned you around a bit. I'd say that seemed like the steal for me. He shouldn't have been in the second. Giants landed a good one, definitely.
Child, what do you reckon steal of the draft?
Tua wasn't really a surprise to me. He was always going Miami because Bengals were hooked on Burrow, weren't they? They weren't budging for anyone, and then you
Still
knew
not sure why,
Young was going. Lions could have picked Tua, which would have been a surprise, but I wasn't surprised Tua went to Miami. He's a good fit for him. Waited 20 years after Marino.
So who do you reckon was a steal? Tua was a steal at 5. Do you reckon he should have gone?
I'm with Matt. Xavier McKinney. I was expecting him to go high, mid first round.
Yeah,
or
20s,
late first round. So Xavier McKinney, but J.K. Dobbins, I was surprised he was late. I thought he'd go early second. And then when he went to Ravens, I was like, oh, that offense has just got more speed. More speed. Another burner.
Puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah. Another burner. But J.K. Dobbins was I thought, surprise steal.
Good call.
I also went with CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys as the best steal of the draft. I could not believe when did he go? 17?
17, yeah.
17.
He was being mocked as high as 5 at one point, wasn't he? I think, or something.
I thought Jets would have taken him. I thought maybe Detroit maybe have gone for a wide receiver. I thought, Raiders was between CeeDee Lamb or even Jay Judy as well. I thought he was going to go higher. So I think that CeeDee Lamb was the steal of the draft. The best pick I got, Cardinals picking up Isaiah Simmons. Again, he dropped down rapidly, and they need defensive players like the Giants, who unfortunately passed on him. But again, he dropped what did he go 9th? 8th or 9th, I think he went?
Where's Cardinals? Around there, just before the Browns, weren't they?
Yeah, so 9th.
And then it was the Jags, and then it was Browns.
So a lot of players went over him, and I think he was one of the better picks of the draft. So a big one for the Cardinals there.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next question.
Who do you think was your who do you think for your own teams was a steal?
For our own team, that's our next. Is our.
Funny you mentioned that, Chowdhury. Funny you mentioned that. Let's move on.
Segue into that. So for my team, the best steal I think was Xavier McKinney in the second round.
Yeah. No-brainer.
And moving on to everyone talking about their teams, I think Giants picked sensibly, and what they should have done is picked everyone defense. Our offense is fine. We've got a good QB. We've got a great running back. We've got good wide receivers. We don't need anyone else really. Could probably have a couple tight end to help out Evan Ingram, but we had to pick O-line to protect Danny Dimes, and we did. We picked Matt Pearl in the 3rd round, and literally our whole draft was some dude at 4 shouldn't have gone there, so he's our O-line. Xavier McKinney is the safety, and then we had 2 more cornerbacks, and we also picked up 4 linebackers as well. So in the 7th round, we had 4 picks, and we picked 3 linebackers, which is what we need at the minute. We need defense because we were.
You're not sure on Peppers, are you? Yeah, even though you've activated his 5th year. This is
Yeah,
back
gets
in
him, I
it.
saw that. Yeah, gets
Broke
him
his
for another year
back.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, unfortunately. I don't think he really did much. Talking of 5 years, Mahomes has picked up his 5th-year contract. Surprise, surprise.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll
But,
get 200 next year.
he is definitely worth it. Matt, Raiders, how was your overall draft? Like it or not?
I've lost you there for a sec. I can hear you, but I can't see you moving.
Oh yeah, you froze a little bit there.
Yes, okay. Okay. So can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, all good,
Mhm.
mate.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Matt's having some technical difficulties. We'll just move to Chowdhury quickly then. Chowd, what are you saying? Browns, good draft or no?
Very good draft. I was not expecting Jedrick Wills to be at 10. He's the for me he's the NFL ready O line out of all the draft picks. Tristan, he can develop. He's got loads of talent. There's no doubt about it. He'll get better. But I thought Donovan Peoples-Jones was a good pick. But then the more I look into it, I actually liked Harrison Bryant, our tight end. Simply because he was second team all conference in 2017, and then he's developed on two-time first team all conference 2018 and 2019, unanimous all American, and then he won the John Mackey Award in 2019. So he's developed nicely.
Yeah,
I reckon he was a steal. So he was best tight end in the draft as well. I
and
think
that's
he went in the 4th round.
and Browns need defense. I mean, again, like the Giants, better than the Giants. Their offense is massively better. Baker should, as long as he has a better defense, an O-line will have a better, longer time to make better throws this year. I think, like I said in the last podcast, he had the least time in the pocket, I think, to make his throws, which obviously caused
2
them,
seconds.
which caused them a lot of problems, a lot of errors as well. We're just trying to get Matt back in. Let me just try and invite him again. But yeah, so I'm happy with my draft. Giants picked a lot better than expected. I thought they'd do something stupid. Well, they did first round. But yeah, but seeing what they picked, and they picked up loads of free agents as well. I think they picked up another 4 free agents, I think, for preseason, which is great. Right, let's move on until we get Matt back, Chad. Let's move on to the next question, which is, which team do you think drafted the best overall?
Trying to think now. I want to say Cowboys, but I might go with Bengals. As much as I hate saying that, I think those two drafted well.
Yeah, Cowboys did really well to. Yeah, Cowboys did really well to pick up the people that they did, and picking up CeeDee Lamb at 17 as well is definitely going to help.
Yeah, because Amari keeps fading away, doesn't he? And then CD might be wide receiver 1 now.
Might be the main man.
Yeah, Cowboys is lacking tight end, but I think they did well.
Yeah, defensively, Cowboys are all right. They're not too bad. They've got a big young core, haven't they, playing there.
They let Byron Jones go. That might be a mistake, even though he don't catch much. But still, he was a good player for them.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Chow. I would say Cowboys probably had the best draft there. Cool. Just going to re-invite Matt in, and then we'll get him back in the discussions. Matt, he's online. Let's invite him in. Once Matt has put his all into it, we're going to have a look at 2020 season. Let's bring him in.
Technology.
Hey. Connecting audio. It's coming back.
Hey. Apologies for that. Technical difficulties here at Shea Cooper. Internet dropped. My bad.
That's all right, no problem. So, Child said that he's happy with the Browns draft. Liked it a lot. I'm happy with the Giants draft, apart from their first round mishap. Raiders, Matt, are you happy with how your team drafted?
Very happy. So who did we take? We took Ruggs and Damon Arnett in the first round. Arnett might have been a bit of a reach with the corner, according to the media. However, he played opposite Jeff Okudah all year, for a couple of years. So clearly he was getting a lot of attention, and his stats were ridiculous. He let 4 touchdowns in 4 years or something, which is astonishing for a corner. Take that. Our third round is where we got the gems, I feel. So we took Lynn Bowden Jr., who I think I remember I shared a clip with you guys before the draft of this guy in high school taking a botched snap all the way, 100 yards.
I think I remember that, yeah.
So that was that man that we drafted. He can play quarterback, he can play running back, he can play wide receiver. He's a new generation Taysom Hill. And he's actually coming in as a running back, I think, to support Jacobs. I think he's going to be massive. We've got another wide receiver in Brian Edwards, a big body guy. Tanner Muse, another guy from the Clemson Tigers, who's going to just smash people about, loves it. And then another corner and a guard, I think it was in the fourth. Massive trust in Mayock and Gruden. They know what they did. They got a wonderful draft class last year. They've got to know what they're doing this year. I wasn't massively sold on the Ruggs pick at first. I think I wanted Lamb. Now I had my heart set on Lamb, especially when all the receivers were on the board. I was thinking, got him.
Yeah.
To go with Ruggs was a bit of okay. But yeah, he's fast as hell, and we need speed to compete with Kansas City because they're just going to run right over everybody. So
they're going to be the team again.
If Ruggs can, if he catches balls, if he can catch balls and don't drop any, he can run his routes properly. Well. He'll be a real weapon.
He can. Everyone talks about his speed, but he does. He runs routes well, and he's got good hands. He is a very good receiver. So if he can transition, brilliant.
Excellent.
Good weapon.
Me and Child moved on to the next one while you were away, and we decided that we both felt that the Cowboys had the best draft overall. Did you have a different opinion at all on which team?
I had the Cowboys. I had the Cowboys as well.
Yeah,
because I feel they got lucky with, well, not lucky, maybe not, but the great picks just landed for them, didn't they? I mean, they got CeeDee Lamb, they got Trevon Diggs, the corner in the second, who should have gone in the first round as well.
Diggs' brother, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good corner. And they just decent players throughout. Solid. Cowboys could be dangerous. Could be very dangerous this year.
Depends on Mr. Dak Prescott. He's a bit of a douchebag at the minute, I believe.
He's a little bit
moody at the moment, isn't he?
Highly paid douchebag, though. Or about to be anyway.
Overrated. If
agreed,
we're going to get that soon. Every time I mention Dak Prescott, a big overrated is going to come up. Right, so 2020 season is we're hoping it's going to start. More than likely, it's going to be behind closed doors. Season predictions: who's going to playoffs? Who is going to get Super Bowl? Mr. Child, what are you saying?
I think Matt's Raiders will get playoffs. They weren't far off it last year. It's been extended as well, hasn't it? So I think Browns will get playoffs. Browns will get playoffs. Giants will miss out. I feel like they will, because they're young. They got a new coach.
Yeah.
Joe Judge. So they'll miss out.
Not quite there yet.
Who do you see in the Super Bowl, Child? 2 teams picking for the Super Bowl.
Browns. No.
Actually. Nah, be confident. Be confident if you feel it.
No, I'll be realistic. I think I want to say Chiefs, but it's hard at doing it your second year.
But they haven't lost anybody really, have they? And they've only just strengthened, so you can easily see them doing it again.
Yeah.
But that's where teams catch on, isn't it? If you don't get new people in, you don't change it up. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. Simply because Brady's got weapons now. I haven't got him winning it though.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna go. Tampa Bay or Saints. They're in the same division, so they'll be in the conference final, and then whoever comes out of that obviously goes Super Bowl. And then on the other side, we'll have. I don't want to say Ravens because Lamar always flops in the playoffs.
In his third year, though, you've got time to learn. Could be his year.
Could be.
What do you
I don't know,
reckon, Matt?
actually, in that division?
So I've got a few look through who I've got. So I've got Cowboys, Vikings, Saints, and Niners from the NFC winning their respective divisions, with Packers and Seahawks as the wild cards. From AFC, I've gone Bills, Ravens, Titans, and Chiefs, with Raiders and Dolphins taking the wild card. And I've gone for a Cowboys Raiders Super Bowl.
Ooh.
I think this is the year of Johnny G. I don't know who's going to win it. I haven't actually gone as far as saying we're going to win it. But Cowboys Raiders Super Bowl.
What about Arizona making playoffs? They've added nice pieces.
They've got Hopkins. I still think Kyler Murray's not come out of school yet, has he? So he's not quite ready for it. He'll be tired, bless him. The night games will kill him. Boy got nothing. But they drafted well. They could. They've got to get better. They've got to get better than they have been. But it's not going to be good enough, I don't think.
I don't think they'll get there right.
Don't think Bills. What about Bills? Did you say Bills?
I've got Bills winning the division, only because the Patriots are going to be awful. The Jets are just constantly awful. And I don't think the Dolphins are quite got enough yet to do anything with Tua there. Tua's going to need a couple of years.
Bills were good last year, 10-6. Really good last year.
And they'll be really good if Josh Allen can learn to throw the ball as well. They'll be really good there.
He played us last year, and he was awful at long balls.
But he can throw it though, can't he? He's got like a big arm, hasn't he?
He's got guns.
His accuracy is off by
he's
a
got
lot.
To get his radar.
He finished 29th of starting QBs.
So my playoff predictions, I have to use my phone because Zoom eats up so much GPU. It's crazy how much. It's using 49% of my RAM at the moment. Which is
look at the IT guy. Look at this.
So I can't use Google Chrome with it because I'll be stuttering all over the shop. So I'm using my phone, ESPN app. We haven't had any contact from ESPN yet, mate. Haven't picked up my phone just yet.
Still waiting.
I think Ravens will be in the Super Bowl over the Chiefs. I'm going to put them over there. And I think 49ers will be there as well. I think it's going to be a Ravens 49ers Super Bowl. Because Lamar Jackson killed it last year. I know it hates to hear it now. 14-2 last season. Amazing. For his second year quarterback.
He weren't there when it counted. He weren't there. That's all that matters. He weren't there when it counted.
Things can only get better.
Packers, maybe. I can see not going to playoffs this year. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be so... What's the word I'm looking for?
Mortified.
Yeah. Picking a quarterback first round.
That's going to drive. I think that's going to... You're going to see... I think I saw... Was it Dave Bakatari? His guard or whatever. He was on some coverage or something. I heard a podcast about it after. He said... He turned to whoever he was presenting with and said... When they drafted him... And the guy said, so how do you think Rodgers is going to react to this? And he said, you're going to see his best year next year now. You're going to watch him light it up.
It's going to go one of two ways, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see. I can't see them going to the playoffs. And I see Patriots not going to the playoffs and Raiders taking their place.
Yes.
I can't see any other team. I don't think Pittsburgh, I think Big Ben is done now. Denver haven't got enough pieces yet.
They've got young pieces in Denver, haven't they? They've got a great offense, but they're all like only 2, maybe 3 year pros, so they're not quite there yet.
Miami, I can see getting a couple more wins. Chargers, I don't see getting much more wins. Cleveland should be up there as well. I don't think Tennessee will be there because Ryan Tannehill is trash. He is not going to be up there.
Someone should tell Ryan Tannehill that. after
hate
last year.
Ryan Tannehill. You know, there's just a player in another team that you just hate. Like, they might be really
Got
good,
lots. Yeah.
but Ryan Tannehill winds me up. I don't know why. When he was at Miami, my brother supports Miami for some reason. I think because of Ace Ventura. And he used to
Good
go
enough reason.
on and on about Ryan Tannehill, and I was like, he's terrible. He's awful.
Tell you what, though, I wouldn't mind having his agent.
Yeah, his agent has done well for him. Definitely.
Definitely. New Orleans, I think, will be up there again. Seattle. Minnesota, I don't think. Philly will probably be up there. But I think Bucks will get playoffs purely on Brady. Giants will not get playoffs at all. And I think Redskins are going to stay where they are. They won't be getting any higher.
Yeah. I need another couple of early picks to get anywhere good, I think.
I think Chase Young will be gutted that he is playing there and wants to be somewhere else. Yeah, so rookies of the year, guys. Defensive, offensive rookies of the year. Who you say in? Matt, who do you reckon?
Okay, so defensive rookie of the year, the young gentleman we just mentioned, Chase Young. I think he's going to be a one-man army. He probably is a one-man army. He tends to go to an edge rusher. And it's kind of a glamour position, and if he gets the sacks, if he gets the because they have got, they've got Ryan. I think they've still got Ryan Kerrigan. They've got J.J. Polite. They got last year. They've got a decent defensive line, so he could bolster that, get some numbers up. I reckon he's going to get. He'll be a decent pick for it, I think. And the offensive rookie of the year, I've gone with the Chiefs running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Helaire, whatever his name is picked end of the first round. I just think a decent running back in that offense. He could just rip yards for fun while everyone's trying to worry what Mahomes is going to do with the ball. So
yeah,
he could do really well.
Good shouts. Child, what are you saying? Defensive, offensive rookies of the year?
I'm trying to find that the guy's name that the 49ers took, the D tackle. Not
Javon Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah, Kinlaw, that's the one. I think he'll get rookie of the year.
I liked him. I liked him going in.
Simply because Washington haven't got enough on the D tackle, so teams are just going to double chase Young, or maybe triple team, depending on how rubbish their D tackle line is. Offensive, if Tua Tagovailoa starts,
Excellent. Good pronunciation.
I think he'll get rookie of the year, but if not, it's obviously going to be Joe Burrow because of all the hype.
Yeah,
I have chosen nearly similar to both of you. So I think Chase Young will be defensive rookie of the year purely because there is nothing at Washington, and he will be that standout player for them. And everyone's going to love him there because he's helping the defense, but they're still not going to do anything. I think he's just going to stand out massively at that team. And I've got two picks because I don't know which one to decide. So I've got Tua, same as Child, but I'm not going to pronounce his last name. And I've also got CeeDee Lamb as well because I think he is going to spark up the Cowboys and lift Dak Prescott out of his little slump and help the Cowboys.
They've got a lot of weapons in the Cowboys, haven't they? Now they've got Amari and they've got Gallup. It's a lot of targets to go around. No, they got rid of Jason Witten. I'm not sure who they got at tight end. It's a good shout. He'll get he'll get targets though. Good shout.
What about Jerry Jeudy
at the Broncos?
I just don't think Broncos have got enough to do anything. I don't rate the Broncos.
I don't rate the quarterback. I don't think he's going to get the ball to him enough. Maybe he'll be in the slot. Judy will be in the slot, so he'll be the safety blanket going forward. Is how quickly he can acclimatise to that and build up that rapport.
It's going to be an interesting year. Year.
It's going to be a weird year. There's barely going to be any fans.
But we're looking forward to it. That's all we've got for today. Has anyone got any other subjects they want to bring up?
Well, we're going to go over, because just moving on from Rookies of the Year, we're going to talk about MVPs. So about Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, League MVP, and Super Bowl MVP.
Yes.
There's 4 more items there. So
let's go, Child. Let's go for first regular season MVP. Who do you reckon?
I'm not going to go with Patrick. Oh, no, please won it. It was Jackson, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I can't remember the last person who won it back to back. It was ages ago. It doesn't
Probably
happen
Brady,
these days,
wasn't it?
does it?
Ollie Brady, yeah.
I don't think he's ever won it back to back. Might go with. I'm gonna go with Dak.
Oh, just a wine gather.
Wow.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go. Actually, no. Let me change that. Let me be real. I'm not gonna pick a quarterback because it shouldn't be a quarterback league. I'm gonna go with Saquon Barkley. He will resurrect. He will resurrect the Giants. He will put a rocket up his arse and tear that ball to the end zone.
I like that pick. Yeah. And who you got winning Super Bowl and being MVP, Chow?
Super Bowl MVP, Shaq Barrett, and
The Bucks,
Tampa Bay winning it. Even though earlier I said I haven't got Bucks winning it.
You've gone back to
now I've got Bucks winning it because I remember they got Mike Evans and all that lot.
Chris Godwin.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
They got Gronk and they extended OJ Howard as well, didn't they? They've got him for his 5th year.
And they got Tristan Wirfs. So all on Brady. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going Myles Garrett because before he popped thingy on the head.
Is he allowed to play at the start of the season?
He is, isn't he now? They officially announced his ban was ended. Yeah.
This was in January. Simply because before he went away, he had 10 sacks by week 8.
He
was tied first. So he was going to break the record. He was on pace for it as well. So I'm going to go with him or Khalil Mack. Mack. Sorry, Matt.
Good shout. No, it's fine. I've got over it, kind of.
I unfortunately think Mack is going to be left alone in Chicago.
Bears are awful, aren't they, though?
Are going to do anything. Matt, what do you reckon in regular season, offensive, defense, and Super Bowl MVPs?
So, regular season MVP, I'm going with, following on from what I said earlier, Aaron Rodgers. He's going to get Packers to the playoffs, and he's going to absolutely ball out. You're going to see the Rodgers that everyone thinks about but never actually sees on the field. He's going to light it up. He won't get to the Super Bowl, but he will light it up. Similar to Lamar.
Is anyone else sick of quarterbacks getting the MVP?
Yes,
I just think it's unfair.
It's a quarterback skewed. All the awards are. I mean, last year Kyler Murray won Offensive Rookie of the Year when Jacobs should have stormed it. So yeah, it is skewed. But
it's the same as the Balloon d'Or. There's always a striker. It ain't ever going to be Virgil van Dijk or Ter Stegen or anyone like that. They're never going to win it. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things in sports, isn't it?
Cannavaro was the last one to win it, wasn't he? That was 13 years ago.
A bloody long time ago, yeah.
So Rodgers will be my MVP. Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think it's ever been done before. 3rd in a row for Aaron Donald. He's got 2 in a row, and the man is. I know the Rams aren't in a great place. I've not got them winning their division, but he's a one-man wrecking crew. He gets triple teamed and still gets the quarterback. He's insane, and I think he'll carry on with that. And that'll be the way.
And who do you reckon Super Bowl?
Super Bowl MVP will be Derek Carr.
Okay.
So I'm staying with the Cowboys and Raiders. No, I suppose Dave's given my hand away. I've got to say we're going to win it then, haven't I? But I think Carr, with the weapons he's got around him, he's going to actually show that he can play.
I would love to see it because I love John Gruden, and I hope he gets there.
That parade will be something else with Gruden, won't it? Imagine that press conference.
I can only imagine. My regular season MVP is, unfortunately, is Lamar Jackson. I think he's going to kill it again this year.
He did well last year.
He was crazy last year, and I think he's so hard to defend because people were complaining he couldn't throw it, and then last year showed he could. And he can obviously run. He's got a mad run game as well. I think he's gonna be MVP this year.
And the weapons around him just keep getting stronger. As Chow said, they drafted so well, just
Yeah.
giving more and more and more. They're young.
Baltimore are a great
Frightening.
team at the minute. Great team. Defensive player of the year, I'm going to put the 49ers Bosa. I think he had a really good
Oh.
season last year. And
Yeah.
I thought he was going to take double. I thought he was going to take
Defensive.
rookie and the other one.
Rookie and
last
the
year.
and the program, yeah.
Yeah. I just think he's going to be amped up for this year. You know, getting close to that Super Bowl in his first year is impressive, and I think he's an impressive man. He's gonna, unfortunately, his Twitter account is probably not as good, and his friend in the White House. But other than that, decent player. And my Super Bowl MVP, I've gone for Lamar Jackson as well. I think
Ooh.
he.
It's the Lamar show.
He needs to get past the first round first.
I think he is going to do. He's going to be doing the best this year. I think he will get to Super Bowl. I think I might even put a bet on it that he'll go to Super Bowl and win it first game. Right, guys, we've only got a couple minutes left of our scheduled time, so we're going to have to finish it now, unfortunately. But thank you to everyone that's watching. Thank you to Mr. Chow, Mr. Matt Coots there for joining us today. Like I said, we've got our goal is to get 100 subscribers to start our Patreon, which will then start our journey towards our American dream, getting ourselves over to Vegas, hopefully getting that interview with John Gruden. We're starting out with we've got 7 subscribers, which is fine for a week.
Very.
I didn't even expect 2. And we've also nearly got a combined 100 views so far. So please, if you're watching, please give us a like, subscribe, comment, and share. That was brilliant. Share it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. But thank you guys again. Any last words, guys?
No.
Pleasure as always, gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe.
We need to get some subliminal
Got to say it enough times.
Got to do that.
Subscribe, share.
Get some post-production in there, yeah. That's it.
LSS, like, subscribe, and share that. Guys, thank you very much. Take care. This has been Sports. We need a send-off. We need to have like a send-off quote.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that for next time. We'll
Can't
come
think
with
of
some
one in a
ideas.
minute.
We'll do it.
Take care, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.